lights, the crowd, the moments we call home. Remember the Alamodome.
This is the official Remember the Alamodome podcast, where we'll both recall epic moments and celebrate the vibrant future of the Alamodome. Download, save, and share. Remember the Alamodome.
The greatest show on earth is rolling into the greatest stadium in America. Yes, we have Ringling here with us on the podcast with Chris Flores y Migos and myself, Victor Caballero, marketing manager for the Alamodome. We have Juanita and Zeke with Ringling. How you going? Welcome.
Thank you for having us. Good afternoon.
Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit. Okay, so Ringling's rolling into the Alamodome August 14th through the 16th. If you don't have your tickets, go run out and grab them. Great event for the whole family. I'm going to start with you, Juanita. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a part of the greatest show on earth and your role in what you do.
Well, it's one of the biggest projects I've ever worked on. And I mean, just the cast alone in the big show is 65 artists, right? Wow. 65. And that's not counting the production crew, the staff, right? And being part of something so big, it kind of helps. I don't know. It gives you impetus to like, hey, this is really cool that what we're doing here. And within the context of what I do and the hype crew, why we're here a little earlier to get everybody hyped up, is getting to be up close and personal with the kids that are seeing circus for the first time. A lot of times when we do schools and those kinds of events, sometimes I ask, all right, who has never been to a circus before? The amount of hands. And I'm like, we're your first circus experience, which is just so cool to be able to see their faces as they light up, as they see these incredible things for the first time right there in front of them, not on a screen. Thank you.
So the whole show's been reimagined, right?
Absolutely.
As of the 2022-ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, what made that transition from the old where you'd sit down, you'd watch the show? Now it's an interactive show.
Oh, yeah.
And what I've heard the pre-show been really, really hype.
It's so much fun where you get to hang with Bailey and my girl Madison. And because Bailey has been such a hit, if you don't know, Bailey is our lovable robot puppy on the circus. Oh. And the reaction from kids has been incredible. Nobody really expected them to love her as much as they do. So what we've done is give the fans a little taste of what they want in that little pre-show where Bailey herself asks you questions and you get to shout out your answer, and it's a whole arena-wide thing that you get to be a part of.
Okay, so Zeke, what is it that you do with the show?
So I'm part of this hype crew. So I'm one of the performers on the hype crew. We have our own 30-minute show that we perform for free for kids at schools, hospitals. We do it at TV stations all over the place, all across the country, and inspiring the youth to imagine and see what the possibilities are with performance and just life in general.
Do you take a lot of what you see in the hype back, and do you all recreate the show as you see things hit differently, like out and about when y'all are in the community doing these things?
Yeah, so I think we definitely inspire the big show. So we always travel ahead of them. So we're always moving in front of them all the time. And I think definitely the stuff that they see us do definitely inspires how they then perform and inspire the kids who come and watch them.
So let's talk a little about live entertainment, right? Because we all live in an age where you can't go anywhere. Like you go to a restaurant and there's a family of 8 and everybody's on their cell phones or their iPads. Or, you know, in the age of digital entertainment, live entertainment sometimes I think is underrated. Tell us a little bit about how you feel live entertainment in relation to Ringling competes and what it brings to the table and what it offers an audience in this digital age that we live in.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about live entertainment. For me, one of my favorite things is every single show is different, right? You might be saying the same stuff or might be doing the same tricks, but every single show is different depending on the audience, the day. And so as a performer on a stage, when you're out there, you know anything can happen. And there's always that sense of sitting maybe on the edge of your seat, being like, oh my gosh, what's going to come next, right? And so for me, that's one of the most challenging things, but also one of the most fun things. And as an audience member, when you see someone doing some incredible feat, right, in front of you, there's no question if you're like, oh, was that edited? They fixed it in post? No, baby. Yes, she did just get shot out of a cannon going 60 miles per hour. So that to me is irreplaceable.
So everyone sees the awesome performances, sees the amazing stunts. But what's it like behind the scenes? Like when you go back, you've just been shot from a cannon or you've just been thrown in the air. I mean, you just don't go back to normal life after that, do you? Or, I mean, tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, that's kind of just circus life. I think it's the interesting, like that craziness juxtaposed by just being a normal person, right? Like we still go home, we go sleep, we eat, we watch TV. Like
we had to buy groceries, we got to do laundry, right?
So, isn't there like I was gonna say in the downtime, like, are you like, you're having not being shot out of a cannon withdrawals or something?
Yeah, the off season.
Yeah, in the off season, definitely, I think there's that like that want for that kind of adrenaline, that rush of performing, and also like it's on the off season, it's staying like healthy to then be able to do all that stuff, right? You got to still train, stay flexible, so that you don't go back into it and get injured, right? Injury is a pretty big thing in the circus, and like we're very good at like staying consistent with staying safe, right?
So being physically and mentally prepared, right? Is there like a gym you carry with you on the road, or what do y'all do? Is there yoga every morning? I mean, what's going on? How are you guys staying on the road? Because it got to be hard. Exactly.
Every single performer has like their own specific act, which requires different things for it. If you're a contortionist like Jordan, of course you're going to spend 2 hours every day stretching. Whereas if you're someone like, say, a trapeze artist, maybe you need to do a bit more weights and stuff to get that musculature that you need, right? So everyone is kind of does their own thing, whether it be calisthenics, hitting the gym memberships as well is a thing. So yeah, that's kind of like neat that everyone has their own little thing.
So you guys are watching this, right? So you're there watching the performances as well. Do y'all like basically sit back and are in awe like we are when we're sitting in the stands? You're like, man, I can't believe they're actually still doing that, or they can do that.
Yeah.
For me, it's I might even be more in awe knowing what it took to get there.
Sure.
Knowing the work that went into that.
Okay. So have either of you visited San Antonio before?
Yes.
You have.
I love San Antonio.
Juanita loves San Antonio.
My first time, but I like it so far.
Zeke, it's his first time. Now, Eat Migos, by the way, is also a content creator, and he knows all the restaurants in town. He does a lot of foodie stuff.
All the recs.
I know, right? Got all the recommendations. But what I was going to warn you, Zeke, is that you might have to add some extra exercise time, because people who move to San Antonio often gain 50 pounds by the time the calendar year comes back around. So you're in town for a month, just take into consideration that you're probably going to gain some weight because the food is so good.
Yeah, there's the freshman 15 and then there's the San Antonio 50. So like this is very similar, right? Similar vibe.
I've actually got a perfect fix for that.
Okay.
Just walk along the river walk after your lunch.
Very nice.
Burn some calories. Cutie time. Let's go.
So what is it you guys, so is there any rituals that you have before you perform, or is there anything that the performers are doing that they have to do prior to a show? Like a leopard shirt, a rabbit's foot, something.
Yeah, for me, like it kind of depends. I usually wear not during the performance, but before, a piece of wood on a necklace.
Okay.
And for me, it's just like knock on wood, right? That's kind of lucky. And when I was a wire walker, like I did that a little bit when I was younger. Like I would always knock on wood before I got up, and I would never fall, right? But when I didn't, I would fall. So that was kind of my superstition, is I always got to have wood touching me, because that's what's going to keep me safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Juanita?
I don't really have something like like a rabbit's foot kind of deal. I do a lot of breath work just to get centered in the body and in the mind. So, but also as a singer, like it just helps win-win. So that kind of stuff for me. But it's interesting to see other people's rituals as well, as they're maybe getting ready for the show. Some people are stretching. Some people are hanging from a bar. Some people are like literally conked out right before the show because they need a nap before the show.
So I want to go back to you for a second, Zeke. Prior to us recording, you're so nonchalant about it. You're like, I've been doing the circus since I was 7.
Yep. Yeah.
So, what happens? It's like, hey, you want to go to first grade? Or you want to go to the circus?
Basically. So actually Minnesota, so where I'm from Minnesota, there's a giant circus school there, and it's like an after school program. So during the day I would go to normal school, right, do all my homework. And then the evening from like 4 to 9, I would do circus, and we would do a show in the summer for about like 3-4 weeks. And I did that all through middle school, high school, and then wanted to get a job doing it. So yeah.
So Ringling Brothers is like is like the pinnacle. Like when I was growing up, when the circus was coming to town, you didn't say, "Oh, which one?" It was Ringling Brothers, right? I mean, like always.
Yeah, Ringling.
So whenever you're practicing or you're 7 years old, is this the goal? Like, hey, I'm going to be a Ringling. That's the goal?
Yeah, definitely. And I think like this dream achieved is so amazing, especially because our job, we inspire kids. And the same way that when I was little, I watched other performers like perform it for me, like it's just amazing. The full circle that's happened. Now I'm like watching little kids be inspired by what I do. And it's just really like heartwarming. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as a father, I also use it as a deterrent. Hey, did you see that? Don't do that. You're going to urge us up. Do not do that. Whatever, do not. We have that. Don't do that. Right.
I don't know, dude. You bring the kids. They might want to start walking, that tightrope.
Oh, I'll do it. Yeah. So what's the highest elevation you've ever walked on a rope?
25, 30-ish feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I have a hard time walking in normal.
I mean, I fractured my foot walking on land.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Well, I mean, kudos to you. And I think that's super cool. 7 years old.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
And Juanita, what made you're like, hey, so I want to be part of Ringling Brothers. How did you get involved?
Well, what's funny is I have a bit of a different story. I've been performing professionally as a singer for about 12 years now, and Feld Entertainment, who produces the Ringling Circus, I've worked with them since 2017. Okay. And I got a call one day. It was like, hey, we have a great opportunity for you. And I was like, I bet, let's go. But it's going back a little bit because you're right. When the kids see them doing the incredible acrobatics, oh my gosh, they always come up, I want to show you a cartwheel. I want to show you this. Can I do this? All that cool stuff. So we always try to emphasize very much during our question and answer sessions with them is like, hey guys, remember, everything you saw here, they started young and with a coach, with someone to help you every step of the way to be safe. And there's even a part in the show where Chen does his handstand balance on a handstand table. And I tell the kids, repeat after me, not every table is a handstand table. So that's always like a funny joke, but also like, hey guys, do not do what you do, what you see here at home. Okay. But what's great also is we've partnered with Highlights Magazine, and in every event that we do, we try to give those out to as many kids as possible. Okay. And there's a section in there that actually gives you some tips from the pros on how to practice certain circus skills. Right? So like the trapeze artist would be like, hey, here's a pro tip for you. Work on your grip strength. The contortionist is like, hey, here's a pro tip for you. Make sure you can touch your toes every day, kind of things. Okay. Right? So helping kids explore play, explore circus on their terms while being as safe as possible.
So you guys are together for a long period of time, all the time. So tell me about that. Like, so you guys are your own family, right? This is like a family dynamic.
Yes. Yeah.
Close bonds.
Yeah, close bonds. How is that?
It's good. Yeah. I mean, it's like in the same way that like families have squabbles and they get along. We go out to lunch or dinner together. We go see things. Sometimes one of us will go off to something. The other people will be like, I'm tired. I want to go take a nap,
Yeah, sure.
So it's just kind of that. Yeah. And like traveling, getting to see all these amazing sights has been awesome. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then on your off times, what do y'all do? Like on your off times?
I'm a potato.
Yeah.
I try to get out and see as much as I can. Yeah, like I'll drive. I love hiking. I love like architecture. I'll try to go see some neat buildings, stuff like that. So yeah.
Very cool. You mentioned music and music being a part of your life. I'm curious, like what is a top artist or song or genre that is on your playlist right now?
Well, I mean, it's Texas, so Beyonce's album, This Ain't Texas, let's go, for sure. But also really inspired by the classic Tejano culture. So I'm listening to a lot of actually old school Spanish ballads.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
hey.
Yeah. And like,
where are you from?
I'm from Dominican Republic.
Okay, very good.
It's mainly in Miami, so little Latin America. Let's be real. Yes, but you had mentioned on our off days. Yes, I like to potato, but like you said, those restaurant recs.
Yeah,
I love doing that. I love finding great places to eat, where the locals like to go. This is my 6th tour, so I've gotten to see a lot of the U.S., which has been incredible. Mm-hmm. So with this phase now, I'm in my 30s. I'm like, let's do a cute little foodie tour. How about that?
But I know where you can find that.
What's on your playlist?
Let's go.
Oh gosh, I mean everything like hip hop, country,
all over the place.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a crazy music head.
So whenever you guys, at what point do you like get into the zone before a show, right? So like the show's going to be at 7 o'clock. You guys call times what, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or you're like, hey, we live here once.
Well, the thing is that we are not with the big show that's coming here to the Alamodome.
Yeah.
We are, as a hype crew, our shows are in, boys and girls clubs, YMCAs, elementary schools. So our process is a bit different than the big show, where, we come in, we set up the stuff, and we're ready to rock and roll right then and there. So it is a little bit different from that kind of, I guess.
Controlled environment a bit, right?
Correct. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But for you guys, I mean, so you have to live up to the name of Ringling Brothers, right?
And right. In these like very different situations, sometimes we perform at hospitals where the roof or the ceiling is about maybe like 6 feet, and people are doing flips and handstands and trying to juggle all in this tiny little box of a space. Or we performed in arenas like in Fresno. We performed in the arena that the big show plays in this giant open space. So we got to adapt to those environments.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of our process is, okay, how can we adapt what we do to make the best show, but within, our given parameters? But to your point, sorry, just when it does come to the big arena shows, so I've been able to do several of those tours with Feld Entertainment before, and you are absolutely right. You live there.
Okay.
So if you have a 3-show day, your bus picks you up, drops you off at 7:30, let's say, and you have a show at 10, you got a show at 3, you got a show at 7, and you live. There have been days where I did not see sunlight.
Wow.
So you had so going back, tying it all together, when everyone kind of finds their flow and finds the little rituals that help you kind of move through this, because it is hard, right? It takes a lot of effort, mental, physical. We each find our own groove. I'm like, all right, cool. I can coast with this.
Yeah. So without giving away too much, like what are some of your favorite parts of the show?
Or the audience? What is the audience really like?
Yeah,
there you go.
There you go.
I mean, we have one of the tallest unicycles in the world. I think it's 32 feet as 27 wheels. 34, my bad, 34. So yeah. And someone rides a 34-foot unicycle. But that's 3 stories.
Can you imagine that going on the SATX social ride here in San Antonio?
I wish they'd let me borrow it. Sometimes I'm at Walmart and I can't reach the top.
He actually does have a scissor lift one where he goes up and down on a remote control.
No way.
Get on the bike.
Oh,
Have you ever ridden that one?
No, they're not letting me do that one.
That's not one.
But one of my favorite things is the trapeze artists, because I think it's so cool that they have, it's not just, the regular trapeze where it's like one side, it's crisscross. And so they are literally, it's just giant plus sign that you're like, oh my gosh, where are they gonna go?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And one of my favorite features is the giant LED screen, because then you get to see different like shots of the action, what's going on live, but different angles, right? So think underneath the trapeze net, for example. Like that's something the audience is always like, whoa, they've never really seen that before. And so that's really cool to see their reactions to not only the amazing things that's going on, but the way that the show is like even presenting everything.
Have either one of you ever been shot out of a cannon?
No. I don't want to.
You don't have you?
Oh, no, okay. I have my back the way it is.
Okay,
right. On that part. Well, what's really cool about the human rocket, Skylar, she comes from a circus family, and both her parents were human rockets as well. And the training that you have to go through to be able to do it consistently and safely is like, I'll take my my restaurant tours. Thank you.
Human Rocket has got to be one of the fan favorites, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it ends the show. So
yeah. It's the grand finale.
I mean, for just to have a name, the Human Rocket, that just sounds so, the Human Rocket, right?
I'm the Human Rocket.
But what's also cool is it's like if you marry someone and they are a Human Rocket, it only makes sense that your child is going to be. So that means that she's out there looking for a Human Rocket. So if there's a Human Rocket who's single out there, really,
nothing can top that. Like if you're at a bar for happy hour, right? It's like, hey, what do you do? I'm in marketing. What do you do? I'm a Human Rocket. Wow.
You win.
That is super cool.
So let me ask you, so if someone's trying to buy a ticket, right? What is your invitation to make them buy that ticket?
The invitation? Well, come see the greatest show on earth. When's the next time that the Ringling Circus rolls into town? When?
Yeah.
And we have some great discounts for families as well at different price points so that families will be able to come and enjoy here in San Antonio. So I'm like, you want to see a human rocket? Yeah, come on down.
Yeah. And it's also an institute. I mean, it's such an American institution. It's been around for 140 years, right? We've toured around the country probably a bajillion times by now, right? And I think just seeing that amazing, like, consistent rates throughout history, people have loved circus, and being able to see that again and again and again, and just they have your jaw drop at that wow, right? Of the 34-foot unicycle or the human rocket or all that stuff, I think is just, yeah, you got to check it out.
Family entertainment for you here at the Alamodome with the greatest show on earth. Zeke, Juanita, thank you guys very much.
You guys for
Can't
having
wait
us.
to see the show. I know. Can't wait. All right. Get your tickets now, August 14th through the 16th here at the Alamodome.
And you can go to ringling.com too.
The crowd, the moments we call home, remember the Alamodome.